What's up, YouTube? We have our 2025 OTS Championship for the Supreme Darkness season. What is your name?
EJ.
And what deck were you on?
Pure Malice or Bestial Malice.
Okay. So any thoughts you'd like to take about the deck?
Deck performed well, just minor tweaks, couple cards I want to cut to play a specific card I should have been playing today, but overall it performed well.
Okay. How many cards?
42 in the main.
Okay. Show me the decks.
Everybody knows these cards. 3 mouse, 3 white rabbit, 3 Cheshire cat, and I did play the Dotscaper. So these are obviously the normal summons of the deck. These are the worst one to normal summon. But you just gotta max out on names. So name plus Bestial, of course, is full combo. And this, I elected to still play this because I play the Baoku Griffin Lock, and like you need the extra body sometimes depending on how your hand is, and if they don't hand trap you, it's just like it's an FTK board, so you can't lose. But yeah, this is still really good with field spell, so gotta play it still till the new cards come out. 3 field spell, Gold Sark, no terraforming. You don't want to play more cards to just look at your hand that just does lose to draw. There are some people that are main deck and draw, so just play these, you're fine. This is your extra field spell if you need to, and you're good. People that are playing 2 of this card, I guess it's not bad if you are playing the terraforming, but you can't play 3 terraforming in this. It's just too clunky. One of these traps. Shout out to my match before the trophy. I hard opened this all 3 games, so it feels good. This and a normal summon, of course. Dormouse, your best normal summon in the deck. Really good dodging hand traps. 9 times out of 10, even though you do set it, people bluff. It's a normal thing to do with this deck, and then they get punished when they hand trap.
And what are your thoughts on the Psychbreaker build or the Cash build, or even the Fiendsmith?
Honest opinion, if you're not playing Bestials, you're playing the deck wrong in my opinion. Yes, they do 2 different things so they don't lose to certain things. You get extra bodies with the cash cards. Ripping your opponent's extra deck is cool. But the deck and how the format is really being shaped, it's just all grind games. Like, if you get 1 or 2 names to stick in rotation and you're hand trapping your opponent back and forth, and if you use your resources correctly, you shouldn't be losing. Like the deck just gas. Even like I got Lanted a couple times, and like I just use my hand traps. Technically, like if your technical play is good and you use your hand traps good enough, you should be alright. You should be alright. The one of that I shouldn't have been playing, but it was my 42nd card. I guess you can call it lazy deck building. I shouldn't have been playing this, but I just wanted to play the one. In hindsight, of course, we just cut this card. It's not needed anymore. And then, of course, the best part of the deck, Pistols. God bless these cards. Of course, these cards should be touched at some point in the ban list. These cards say, if you hand trap me and I have a Bestial, I still get the combo through whatever you try to stop me with. Love these cards, wouldn't change them. Going forward though, after today, I'm gonna add in the one of Sarnair. I like the combo where you do the firewall, add mag in the end phase, so you guarantee have a Bestial to keep your opponent from keep the pressure on your opponent. So I like that. And then the non-engine of the deck, you play 3 Ash, 3 Nib, 3 Veiler. I chose to play Veiler in the main over Droll in the main just because like this is a very strong card, and Droll is like so sometimesy. If even while you're maining the chummies, like this and a chummy, or like this and a chummy, like paired, like Veiler paired with another hand trap is very, very strong. And especially like certain matchups where it's like they put so much into like a big boss monster, and it's like, all right, now you just died to my single Veiler. So it's like very strong. Also, these are very good against water-based decks. You Veiler them and it turns your Bestials on, so you don't just get blown out by water cards. 3 chummies, gotta play them. Whatever meta deck you're playing and want to play competitive, this card got a reprint, but you gotta play this card. It says draw. I elected to play 2 talents and a callback in the main. This is one of the cards that I was iffy about, but I chose to just keep it in the main It stops chummies games one when you lose the dice rolls, or like if your opponent tries to like fool you and you have this, it's a sack you one up. It's either you main it or you side deck it, with depending on patterns and preference at that point. MVP of course today, talents. This is like by far the best non-engine card that should either just be banned, in my opinion. This card needs to go. It's a very toxic card. Paired correctly, like if you have ways to just not rely on your normal summon in your Maliss deck, and then like you activate this, your opponent just cries. And the last 3 cards, 3 and perm. Good card, gotta play it. If you don't play it, play Impulse. I personally don't play Impulse. It's just my preference and my opinion. I really feel like stopping your opponent in like mid interactions and like technically hand trapping your opponent correctly just matters.
Do you believe the consideration of conflicting with Fuwalo's Valor is the reason to not play Impulse?
Like the reason why like I don't play Impulse as well is because I play Effect Valor, and like post side Effect Valor, Nib, Droll, Fuwa just becomes like 2 times strong. You know what I mean? So if I didn't play those specific hand traps, there would be a part where I play Impulse, but like nowadays people have been playing the same decks for so long now in the format, so like people know how to play around Impulse. People know how to play around your Fuwas, but like sometimes you just gotta put them on better habits. So like I like to just stick with Drolls, Fuwas, Nibs, Valors, and Perm in the main. So wouldn't change it. The only card I am actually gonna play after today is Metatronus. I'm just waiting on one more of them. That card's coming in the deck. That card's crazy. Extra deck. These are my Link ones. Link Garibo, Link Decoder. A couple of Maliss players cut this and they only play one, or they play this and the Link Spider. Link Spider is not needed. It's a cope card. Very strong card, but it's a cope card. Play the deck fine, even if you get nibbed. If you have a couple of traps and a couple of hand traps, you use them effectively, like I said. Technical play matters and goes, takes the deck long. This deck rewards players playing the deck very, very good. It is not an easy deck to play. It is not an easy deck to play. But these are the only Link ones you need. Link 2s, Hazard, Splash. The other honorary Maliss card's crazy. Would never change this. IP, SP, and Cerberus. The reason why I elected to play Cerberus and not Phoenix, you need to answer to post side Chaos Hunters, like the guy behind the camera did to me. But it didn't matter, I was already in a strong winning position. Link 3s, Maliss, Whitebinder, Red Ransom, Large Cryptor. Alright, so the debate about summoning this or your Red Ransom first really just depends on your hand. It's like, sometimes it's like 70-30. Sometimes you need to make this to get the extra extender for the field spell. Sometimes you have a strong enough hand where you already set the GWC off your White Rabbit and you summon this. So it's just like either or really, just it really depends on your hand. But 70-30, you do summon this first, and then the other 30, like if you want to make a big push and you put your opponent just, you don't got nib. Like, if you don't got it, you just get cooked. Then the ignorant cards, Nightmare Griffin, gotta play it. It says you lose FTK if you don't answer it. And then About Coup. This card's crazy. I tried to draw 6 cards against one of my opponents in the OTS Championship, I think the 3rd round. I drew 6 cards off this card. Card's crazy. And then the last 2 cards, Firewall and Access Code. This card also should be banned. It says you die if you don't have an answer for it. And then this very strong card, in my opinion. If you're not still playing it, try to test it, find room that for it in your extra deck. In simplified game states, this card is very oppressive. And like, if you had enough of gas where you can end on this, trap, and SP, and then like, you do it once, and then SP banish it, comes back, and you could do it again. So, also the combo I was talking about with Sarnair, you do this, you have this on the end board. You go Sarnair, send, you do this, and then you add mana.
You don't have quick effects, bro. You had no response.
Side deck.
Fuck you, don't tell me what to do.
3 draw.
Yeah, you're just trying to stop the fucking
Bro,
stuff.
I don't even play Typhon, man.
And
It's alright.
2 Phantasm.
It's not even Typhon, it's just, bro.
Very, very strong. Phantasmate.
There's plenty of time.
It doesn't do a quick
Overperform.
effect to put.
Every time I activated this card,
Every time
it
you talk,
resolved.
I literally
And
go
it's
back
very
to the
strong
top.
games 2 and 3, where your opponent can't target your shit. So it's just like my Dormouse is resolving. 2 thrusts, Heart Beast, and D Barrier. I almost played DDG in the side. I was very, very close. I asked the man behind the camera if he had a DDG, and I almost put it in before I made my deck list. But I'm glad I didn't play it. I really didn't need it. I had this, Phantasmates and Droz, so I feel like it was my side deck was very strong without it.
Were there any cards in the side deck that you had consideration? The Similar Archfiends, Judgments, Strikes.
So the last 3 cards I did play in the side were Strikes. Shout out this card. Every time I activated this card where it mattered, it was game defining. So, would not change this. Judgments, I think if this was a more mid-range, low ceiling, you would play it just to stall your opponent out from playing the game. But like in a fast, high pace, high ceiling like deck like this, you gotta play Strike.
And what were your matchups for the tourney?
I played. What did I play today? I played Mitsu Raizo. I played.
Why didn't you, like,
What did I play? I played a lot of all meta, just all meta. If it wasn't playing mirrors, I played against.
I
Raizo.
read.
Some Raizo.
Came for sure to control
But
this.
Mitsu Raizo, Pure Raizo.
So I was like, oh yeah.
2
I just
mirrors.
lose the detonator. And I'm like, oh, it came destroyed. I have
What
this.
else did I play?
Play this, but I wasn't thinking to just do that.
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, as
Just,
soon as you activate it, not fully
2,
resolving. just
1
go
Mitsu Raizo, 1 Fiendsmith Raizo, 2 mirrors, and Fiendsmith Raizo.
Yeah, there was just nothing I could do.
And then I didn't lose, and when we went to top 8, I didn't
for
lose.
like a good 2 weeks.
Won it all. That was it.
Any shoutouts or final words?
Yes, shout out my team and my sponsor, Team O.T.G on the grind. Check out TCG on the
Slide this in
grind.
just in case if you was going
Shout out
on
my
the
team
fucking
captain, Jackson Madden, and the rest of the boys, the rest of my teammates. Shout out all the boys from the Midwest. Shout out Goff. He always says I never shot him on regular deck profile. And of course, shout out the boys from the 401 where I'm from. Shout out Untap for hosting OTS championships. And, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Signing off.